My name is Pauline and welcome to Skating for Fitness. Today I will be showing you some basic skating skills that you can do in addition to skating laps to make it more of a workout. Now if you have adequate balance and you don't need to hold on to a pusher and you can hold your arms out the whole time, I suggest adding some wrist weights to make it a little more of an upper body workout. And yeah, let's hop to it. For starters, let's go over the absolute basics of skating with our foot placement. For a neutral stance, you want those feet just right underneath your hips, and you always want a slight bend in your knees. Your knees are your shock absorbers. Now let's talk about our weight placement. Your weight should be over the balls of your feet. So you don't want to be back on your heels because that's how we get that, falling on our tailbone action. But we also don't want to be on our toe picks because that's where we trip over our toe pick and fall onto our hands and knees. So right over center. And when we're skating, our knee does bend over our toe. As for our core, we don't want to be tilted forward too much. We want to have a nice straight spine, good posture, and usually skaters will hold their arms out the entire time. So this starts to become pretty exhausting in of itself, just holding your arms out, but this is for balance purposes. If we're here, we're just like kind of a little too relaxed. Activate your arms, activate your core, and use those shock absorbing legs. We're gonna start off with marches, but before we do that, I want you to peek down and look at your knees. I'm gonna scoot back. So if you find that your knees are falling together and your arches are falling, push your knees out. Keep them right over your ankles and then over your toes. And if you find that you're going the other way, you need to use your inner thighs more. So we're starting off with marches. I'm gonna back up. Hopefully you can still hear me. Arms up, knees bent. And we're just starting to lift the knees up and kind of push to the side. Basic marching skills here. Lift and lift. Again, my knees are bent and I'm lifting up my knees and pushing to the sides. Knees bent, arms up. Get those knees up. Whenever you need a break from doing your marches because your hip flexors will start to get pretty tired out from lifting your legs up, you can take a glide. I will show you a glide. Basically, you just want to hold still and let your momentum take you through. So knees bent, arms up. We're going to take a march, and then just hold it there. Nothing too crazy, but when we hold our glide, I suggest the first couple times peeking down to make sure whether or not your knees are falling in and out again. Always check in with your body. Eventually you'll be able to feel it in your body. You won't have to use your eyes to make that visual check. Last thing I want to show you today is how to stop. We're just going over the most basic forms of stopping. There are other harder ways of stopping, but this is least likely to make you fall if you are a beginner. And it's simply either dragging your foot behind you or doing pigeon-toed and pushing with your blades. So our skates move forward and back from the front to back of our feet, but sideways, they stop. So sideways, you should get that skid, unless your skates are really dull and you need to sharpen on your blades. So I'm marching, and I'm gonna drag my foot behind until I stop. Again, marching and dragging my foot behind. So when you drag your foot, your toes should be turned out, and your front foot that you're skating on aims straight forward. I'm marching, and then I drag until I come to a stop. Now I'm going to show you your pigeon-toed stop. This is a more advanced one, so I suggest starting with that one first, and then maybe trying this pigeon-toe one with not a lot of speed, just for starters. Take a few strokes, bend your knees and turn your toes. A few strokes, bend your knees, turn your toes. Bend your knees, toes in. I hope you enjoyed this video and you apply these tips and tricks the next time you go skating, and I'll see you again soon.